Hey, you guys, let's do the newspaper tonight. Let's do the LA Times newspaper. Go through the headlines and the ads. It's a Sunday paper from the 26th, August 26th. I'll just try to be relaxing for us so we can fall asleep. There's the bubble gum I'm chewing tonight, by the way. Double bubble gum. I'll just keep my notepad. Keep my notepad. My scissors, just in case. Oh, I brought out my little diffuser light. And you see that? It changes. It's like a rainbow of colors. Now it's green. Now it's blue. So it's safer to have the diffuser candle, the diffuser light, than a real candle because sometimes I get so relaxed when I'm turning and listening to the paper crinkling that I could land it right in the flame of the candle without even paying attention. But I do like a warm candle. So again, this is the Sunday LA Times from Sunday, August 28th. Excuse me, I think I said 26th, 28th. How much is this Sunday? $3 for the Sunday day. I might start getting the home delivery, possibly $1.49. That's a good deal. Wow, Sunday unlimited, $1.50 a week, or everyday unlimited, $4 a week. I think I just stay with a Sunday. That'd be great. I think I'm gonna do that. Okay. Let's see here. Here's a front page. Who is Kelly Peters? Framed. She was framed. Was somebody out to destroy the PTA lawn? What? She got pulled over by a cop, I guess, and he wanted her car keys, so she handed them over. And she was in her PT Cruiser. She was a PTA president for years. Oh my goodness. And there's a Billionaires Clinton ties face scrutiny. A powerful African who gave $1 million to their charity was later denied entry into the U.S. U.S. sees a weaker militant enemy. Islamic State has been diminished by attacks. Intelligence. Tribes fight the Dakota Pipeline. Native Americans protest mount against the $3.7 billion oil pipeline. Oh, through the lens of Manila's Nightcrawler. Here's a picture of a young woman sits on the pavement cradling the body of her dead husband. The phrase drug pusher is scrawled on a cardboard sign at their feet. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Rams are returning to LA. That's right, we got our football team back, the LA Rams. Freedom to sleep at night. A Chinese rights lawyer who is now in exile knows the nightmare of being jailed. What happened to him? Chen Tai was among the nearly 300 lawyers and members of their staff who were detained last summer during a crackdown on dissent in China. He now lives in exile with his family in San Francisco. Oh my God, that's terrible. You know that movie, Born Identity? A new one that just came out. Well, apparently they had it in 3D in China, and it says 3D Born has China dizzy. Enhanced screenings backfire as filmgoers complain of nausea. Crazy. And Matt Damon is signing autographs in Beijing. This man's home is his castle. A herder's life in South Sudan reflects ancient traditions and modern threats. So they have this guy who's like a shepherd. Luka with two of his 21 sons say his cattle have brought him everything, including 3 new wives. Oh my goodness. Herders in the Mundari tribe live a lifestyle that has changed very little over the centuries. A woman cleans the ground to make a comfortable sleeping place for the cows. South Sudan has as many cattle as they do people, more than 11 million, but the country's civil war drove herders into areas that are normally avoided. If you don't have cattle, you can't get married. People will say, "Why don't you have cattle?" And people will say that you're not a man. Nights spent chasing the shot. Since Rodrigo Duterte was inaugurated on June 30th. The bodies have been piling up. About 1,900 people have been killed, according to local media, and more than half were executed by vigilantes, often gunmen on motorcycles, and the rest were killed by police. This is continuing the Manila story with the dead husband. Family and friends mourn the death of a suspected drug pusher gunned down by police. And critics have warned that without due process, the country could sink into a mire of unaccountable killing. Linus Escondor left, a 37-year-old freelance photographer, has dinner with another photojournalist, Ezra Akayan of Manila. I guess Manila is having trouble. Police are just shooting all the drug people. That's terrible. A New Century BMW Driven for You 7 Series. Our future of luxury is here. This is fun to go through the paper. It's just relaxing. Is it relaxing for you? I hope it is. U.S. sees a diminished Islamic State. Turkish soldiers prepared last week for a successful operation against the Islamic State of Syria. Hundreds of militants apparently have fled. LA Philharmonic kicks off its season last week of September. Oh, Joan Baez is coming to the LA Philharmonic. She's going to be there November 5th. Macy's, the power magic of Macy's. Oh my goodness. Martha Stewart is going to be at Macy's. Martha Stewart has a new cookbook at the Del Amo Macy's. So if you want to see her, she's going to be at the Del Amo Macy's at 3 o'clock on September 10th. First come, first serve. Seating. Occupation echoes wounded knee. Oh, here's the North Dakota. The Native Americans are protesting against the pipeline. Nantinki Young runs the camp's cooking shack, and there's even been talk of starting a school. From a handful of Native Americans, the protest against the Dakota Access oil pipeline near the Standing Rock Sioux Reservation has grown to include international environmental groups and celebrity support. Killing prompts U.S. to urge reform. In photos of Antonio Montes, a migrant farm worker killed during a confrontation with police in Pasco, Washington last year. Trump's struggle on immigration. You know, I think he's trying to fine-tune it, and everybody's all over him, I think. I don't think he's doing a 180. I think he's trying to fine-tune it and trying to be more simpatico, I think. And people are jumping in on him thinking he's, let's see, the candidate's sharp rhetoric fails to find traction with multiple audiences. Protesters rally outside Trump Tower in New York, adjusting his message to appeal to more audiences, risks alienating Donald Trump's core supporters. We just have to be careful what we read, you guys. We just have to think for ourselves and pay attention. Hollywood Bowl, Shakespeare, LA Dance, and Mystique de France. Cool things coming to the Hollywood Bowl. One West Bank. 1 week bath. Are you ready to break up with your bathroom? You get a whole new bathroom in a week? NASA gets a splash closer to Mars. In the ninth of a series of tests, a replica of Orion is used to simulate an ocean landing from deep space. Workers prepare a replica of NASA's Orion's splashdown at Langley Research Center in Hampton, Virginia. The capsule is designed to take astronauts to Mars and on other deep space missions. NASA says it could carry a crew as early as 2021. That is very cool. I love space stuff. It's so interesting. It says the test drops have helped NASA evaluate the accuracy of computer models. Very nice. What is this in the world? A man is charged in 2 deaths of 2 nuns in Durant, Mississippi. Oh my goodness. And this is an article out of the Associated Press. A man suspected of killing 2 nuns has confessed. Rodney such and such of Mississippi, age 46. Oh my gosh. Charge. Both of the women were 68. And he gave no reason for the killings. Oh my God. The nuns were remembered for improving health care for the poor. And the nuns' bodies were discovered after they failed to show up for work in Lexington. And they had been stabbed. Job Network. It's a huge ad. That's a whole page ad right there for the Job Network. A phone call, a surge in public humiliation framed. Oh yeah, this is the PTA model from page 1, from the front page. That is terrible. I was calling because my daughter's a student at the elementary school, the caller said, and I am concerned one of the parent volunteers there may be under the influence or using drugs, and I just had to go over to the school, and I saw a car driving very erratically, Oh my goodness. So somebody made this phone call. The police went over there and searched, and it was public humiliation for this PTA president. They think somebody framed her. The discovery of marijuana and painkillers in her car threatened to ruin Kelly Peters' reputation, and she insisted that the drugs had been planted. Oh my goodness, that's terrible, and that really happens. I hope that doesn't happen to any of us. That could happen to anybody. Oh. A legal challenge for immigrants. Detainees seeking counsel are too easily taken advantage of by unscrupulous lawyers, the advocates say. And this is an article information out of Houston, Texas. Those in the U.S. illegally are not guaranteed legal counsel. The immigration courts do not screen the attorneys they hire to represent them. More than 1,500 immigration lawyers have been disciplined since the year 2000. It's a really ugly system, and they're preying on the most vulnerable of the population. Who would do that? That's terrible. Hunter Douglas. Window coverings. Blinds, shades, and shutters. Clinton Foundation. What is going on there? Charity donor has a controversial past. Former president. Clinton, then LA Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa left, and British Prime Minister Tony Blair, 2006, at a news conference announcing a partnership between the Clinton Foundation Climate Initiative and the Large Cities Climate Leadership Group. Interesting. What is going on? Somebody from Nigeria. Somebody, Ron Chigori. It's just all this connection with these shady people from out of country, Nigeria. You just have to really watch, careful, connect the dots. Okay. Dental implants. 14 hours for your dream kitchen. $8,000. Kitchen cabinet. And here's more on the Clinton Global Initiative thing. Hillary and Bill Clinton's foundation, created to draw on their vast network for charitable work, has tackled challenges in the developing world, such as helping rebuild Haiti and fighting AIDS in Africa. And here's one of the speaking donors. I believe his name is pronounced Chagori. Chagori. His last name is Chagori. Ron Chagori's involvement in Lebanese politics raised the suspicion of a U.S. security official. I see. And all these visa requests are coming in, so they drew Chino State Way starts. Oh, it's a theater show for October 9th. Oh, national briefing out of North Carolina, the transgender bathroom law blocked. What do you guys think about that? I think it's bad both ways. I think it's bad both ways. Obviously for the transgender people, but honestly, it's bad for the non-transgender people too. Like if they want one person to have something special, then everybody should have something special. I think they're trying to be fair, but to the transgender people, but in being fair to the transgender people, then that's unfair to the non-transgender people. Why can't they just have why can't they just have a transgender bathroom? Because personally, my thought is, aren't people uncomfortable? Both people, the trans and the non-trans. If you're mixed, I know I'm not saying it, I'm so relaxed, I'm mumbling, but I think, just to be fair to everybody, they should just have regular bathrooms, just like they are, and they should add a transgender bathroom, and that's it. Wouldn't that be fair to everybody? I don't know. Something's not right about that. Out of Texas, hitman escapes execution again. State appeals court has stayed Wednesday's schedule of execution of murdered hitman in a murder for hire plot more than 23 years ago. And here, governor under fire for a tirade. Maine's bombastic Republican governor has built a reputation for his unfiltered comments, but his most recent tirade, unleashed on a liberal lawmaker, prompted the lawmakers to warn that the governor was coming unhinged and to call for political intervention. Oh my goodness. What happened? Some kind of angry outburst because somebody called him a racist. Who knows? Terrible. Then he left a bad voicemail. Washington State fishing and hunting licenses resumed for Washington State, and the licenses were halted after 2 weeks ago, when someone hacked into some kind of system, exposing a bunch of millions of records for hunting and fishing, personal information. In Ohio, they're seeing a rise in heroin overdose. Officials in several states are scrambling to deal with a series of heroin overdose outbreaks, affecting dozens of people and at least 6 deaths. Kentucky, Ohio, and West Virginia over the last few days. Terrible. It's unclear if one dealer or a batch of dealers are responsible. increase reflects the potency of heroin flooding the Midwest and Cincinnati. Police are asking for the public's help in identifying the source of the heroin. And they had an estimated 78 overdoses in 2 days. And here's a whole ad. Wonder how much this whole page costs to do an ad. In color even. This is for Moon Valley Nurseries. Where are they located? Oh, they're all over Southern California with 9 locations. Hollywood, Marietta, Palm Springs, Monterey Park, Chino, Ventura County, Riverside, San Diego, Irvine. Oh, they're in 9 counties. Oh no, several counties, but 9. That's a big nursery. There's another. Does anybody know how much these ads cost? There's another whole page. Color 4. It's an advertisement for knee pain. A non-surgical option for bone-on-bone knee pain, osteoarthritis. Free lunch to learn about the event. Non-surgical, no needles, drug-free. Interesting. So what is it? If it's no needles and it's drug-free and it's not surgery, what is it? I'm curious to know what it is. So they have the event. When is it scheduled for? I don't know if it doesn't have a date. Or it probably does. Right in front of me, I can't see it. Getting stuck by the EpiPen. Did you hear about that for people with asthma? Controversial drug prices with Mylan Pharmaceuticals. After checking up the price of a package of EpiPens, devices that deliver emergency shot of epinephrine to someone suffering a potential fatal allergic reaction. Oh, it's allergic reaction. That was asthma. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. Right now, it's time to rethink bail. Reforms would improve justice for the poor and efficacy for the criminal justice. I guess they make these little deals. They make these little deals with the burglars in jail, and they're trying to fix it, I guess. Terrible. Students study the home factor. Students study at the elementary school where 62% of the kids met the English standards, the home factor. These state test scores are up, but most students fall short. Yeah, because school is English, but at home it's all Spanish or whatever their ethnicity is. Life begins in the home and in the high chair, so to speak. And that is where we as educators need to begin. And the airport was there first regarding the Santa Monica seeking to close their airport. they're getting ready to shut this airport, and nobody has complained. For developers. Frizzy hair knows no ethnic bound. The bad hair barrier for blacks. What? I'm a Jewish American woman. When it comes to raising kids, I believe it's crucial to instill the greatest sense of pride in all children. We should teach them to set goals and help them attain what they've set out to attain. We should help our children shine bright, frizzy hair and all. Darlene out of Marina Del Rey. That's true. That's so true. The smoke surrounds the Clinton Foundation. Oh, we're still on that Clinton Foundation. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to think. Hillary Clinton said there's smoke, but no fire. If true, that would be a problem. But doesn't the saying go that where there's smoke, there's fire? Is it just a matter of time? The unmanning of America. Our once distinct gender turfs become more intermingled with each passing year. Our gender turfs used to be distinct. Women never grabbed a grease gun, nor men a flour sifter. But they become more intermingled with each year. Can knowledge-based voting fix democracy? Maybe it's time to consider an alternative to democracy called epistocracy. Huh? The median voter. The median voter would fail economics, political science, yes. What is epistocracy? I have to look that one up. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm guilty of talking too much by James Duane. What is this? Someday soon, when you least expect it, a police officer may receive mistaken information from a confused eyewitness or a liar, or circumstantial evidence that helps persuade him that you might be guilty of a very serious crime. When confronted with police officers and other government with a bunch of questions, most innocent people mistakenly think to themselves, why not talk? I haven't done anything. I have nothing to hide. What could possibly go wrong? Oh my goodness. is that could happen. I really should talk. I wouldn't know. I don't know, but it does say that. I do know that they should say everything you say can and will be held against you in the court of law. The taste. The Los Angeles Times presents The Taste. That's this weekend from September 2nd to the 4th at the Paramount Pictures Studios. Oh, how fun is that? LA's hottest chefs have made their reservations. Have you? I have heard that's such a fun event. They're having all the shots. Opening night was last night. California, LA Times. Lisa. Weekend edition of the California section of the Los Angeles Times. Well, are you guys awake still? That was just the A section. Not the A section. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the B section. We'll go to the B section. California. C section. Here's the business section. Thanks for watching.